Hey, come with me to make this breast milk lotion. So I had got a recipe offline and all I needed was some shea butter, the breast milk of course, some grapeseed oil, olive oil, and so I started with the shea butter. According to the recipe, I needed 8 tablespoons, I believe it was, of the shea butter. I soon realized that I did not have enough shea butter for 8. I might have had maybe 5 or something like that. And my remedy to this was, okay, I'll just use everything that I have and just like half the recipe or whatever. That's what my intentions were on doing this. And then I also lacked the vitamin C E oil, so that could have been also an issue. So then I went ahead and got my olive oil, and olive oil was one of the recipes, but it was like olive oil or grapeseed, and I used both because I didn't have any vitamin E oil like I thought I did. So we went ahead and put the grapeseed oil and the olive oil in there, and then you're supposed to let it sit and soften up, oil up, or whatever. This process of waiting for this, I want to say it took about 45 to 50 minutes for it to completely like oil up and just completely being straight oil. And then you also have to stir it every once in a while just to make sure that it's like pulling all the way through. So my thought process through this whole thing, I'm just like, okay, I can't wait to use some breast milk lotion, all of the positive qualities that, breast milk does have. And it's just like, they say you can use it on your baby's skin, you can use it on your own skin, all of that. And it's just like, okay, this will be a really cool DIY, like do it yourself. And I had extra breast milk that was about to go to waste. So I was like, hey, let's do this. And I was really excited about it, thought about it all day at work, like, okay, let's get started. Okay, so during this process, I'm sitting here and I'm staring. This is probably about 35 so minutes in, and it's starting to look like something or whatever. So then I'm like, okay, just a little while longer. And I had this over medium heat, just to that's what the recipe had said, is to have it over medium heat. So I'm like, okay, cool. We have some oil. Let's see how this is going to work. So I pulled the oil out of the water and I'm like, okay, cool. Is this how it's supposed to look? I don't know. We're just going to try it out. I did use a little bit too much oil in the beginning because it did say only use a few drops. So, we'll see how this goes. And then they said to use 4 ounces of breast milk. However, because I didn't have enough shea butter, I was like, you know what? Let's, take some out because I don't want to use too much. So then it's time to put in the olive oil because that's when the recipe calls for it. It actually is supposed to be vitamin E oil, as I had said before, but I had ChatGPT'd it, and olive oil has the same effects as the vitamin E oil. So I was like, okay, maybe this will work. Now at this point, I'm like, I have no idea how this is going to be lotion. It is mad oily, and it just don't look like it's gonna be no lotion. I just didn't see it happening. And then to make matters even worse, I was sitting there making this stuff and I could literally see it separating. Like, you can literally see in this video that I stirred that thing, stirred it, and the milk still separated from the freaking oil. So I'm sitting here like, okay, what can I do? So let's put a little more breast milk in there. Maybe it's not enough. Okay, so I'm wasting breast milk at this point. I could have used it to bathe my baby or whatever, but we'll see. So whisk, and let's see what we got. Right? Wrong. Because no matter how much I whisked this stuff, it looked like it was combining. It looked like everything was all cool, all gravy. And then I promise you, as soon as I stopped whisking this stuff, boom, it started to separate. So I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Like trying to beat it. Like, nah, don't separate. I'm going to keep whisking. I'm going to keep whisking. Baby, no. Then I'm like, oh, okay, let's just add a little more breast milk. Maybe that's the issue. No, ma'am. No turkey, no bacon, no ham. No matter which way I put it, this was not going to work. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Train of thought was, you know what? I've never done this before. Maybe this is how it's supposed to look. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I give up at this point. We're going to just see what's going on. You can literally see it. So then I got my little mason jar and I'm like, okay, let's pour it in. And we'll just, whisk it in the jar. Whatever. It'll be all cool. So it's separating in the jar. And I'm like, bro, is my breast milk going to waste? Like, it wasn't anything that I could give my baby anyway, and it was going to expire because it's been frozen. And so I had thought it out and everything. So I'm like, is this just a waste of time? Because what is going on right now? Like, it doesn't matter how much I whisk this, how much, I put in there or anything, it's not combining. So, like, what do you do at that point? And you want to know what my answer was? Close that sucker up. We gonna put it in the fridge and we gonna see what happens. I don't know. Whatever. Shake it up. Whatever. It is what it is. So I goes to put it in the refrigerator. Okay, this is how it looks when it's in the refrigerator. I let it sit a day and look at what happened. So then I let it sit another couple days. Baby, it just didn't work. It's giving DIY failed, and it's just shea butter at this point with some breast milk at the bottom. So I don't know what y'all think.